Hey everybody, it's Brendan at Milton Ruben Chevrolet. Welcome back to our weekly walk-around series. Today we're going to take a look at this 2020 Chevy Equinox Premier. So this is our 2020 Chevy Equinox. This vehicle was redesigned to the current body style in 2018. You can see we got chrome mirror caps, chrome door handles, good alloy wheel on there. Two-row SUV, nothing fancy. Not your big people hauler, but that's okay. It's still got plenty of space for the family. Now, these are powered by either a 1.5 or a 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder engine. It's got plenty of pep, but it's also very, very gas efficient if you're looking to save on your fuel. Let's go ahead and open it up, and we're going to take a look at the inside. Now, this is the 1.5 liter model. So you can see right at the top, you got your engine oil dipstick and your filler. Over here on the right side of the engine bay from the front of the vehicle, you got brake fluid, coolant, and washer fluid. No power steering fluid, again, because General Motors has made the switch to electric power steering. And the transmission is sealed, so you can't get in there to check that. You notice at the front, you got that real aggressive styling. Right here at this strip, we've got a daytime running lamp. And then your Premier models are going to come with HID headlights. You also do have fog lights down here, and your turn signals are down here as well. Now we come around to the back. You can see we've got the Premier badging there. Does have your integrated park assist or your sensors there. You got the release up under here for your lift gate. And your LT and above has a power lift gate. So just push the button. The gate is going to release. And remember, that is height adjustable with your program button on the inside. This does have the one-touch lay-down seats. So just pull the handle, seat lays down. And that one's a little stuck. So we're just going to give it a push. We've got plenty of cargo space back here. Here's your factory floor mats. Just going to get those out the way. The floor does lift up here. We've got additional storage underneath what looks like the floorboard, and then your spare is under here. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to grab the handle on the inside here and lift it up. There's your spare tire, your tire iron, and your jack. Now the back seat, you'll notice we do have the full feature leather seating in your Premier models. All Equinoxes now have air vents in the rear. I've also got two USB plugs here and a 110 power inverter. And in between the two seats, there's a cup holder and armrest that'll flip out, in addition to the bottle holder in the door. You do have power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. That's all standard. You got your passive entry on your front doors here. You got your blind spot warning, which is a little difficult to see. Right here you see kind of that there is a car with a star next to it, and if there's a car in your blind spot, it's actually going to light up. Now we're going to hop in the front, push button start, so foot on the brake, push the start button, and the engine is going to start. This particular vehicle does have the memory seats. So you can see I've got key fob number 2. It's letting me know I'm driver number 2. In the dash display here, we've got speed, distance to empty, trip A and trip B. There's your fuel range, distance to empty, oil life, tire pressure for all 4 tires, average speed, and trip timer. We've also got our music, navigation, Bluetooth, and settings for this display. And you can control all of that from these little arrows on the steering wheel. You've got answer and hang up for your Bluetooth phone. And then over here on the left side of the wheel, we've got our cruise control, our forward collision alert, and our lane departure warning. You do have automatic headlights. Those have been around since about '99. You also have what they call IntelliBeam automatic brights. So it uses the same camera up here that your forward collision alert and your lane departure warning uses. And if there is no vehicles coming at you or you're on a dark road, it'll turn the brights on for you. Excuse me, still a little bit under the weather. So we do have AM, FM, and Sirius XM. We've also got Bluetooth functionality here for our phone. We've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Wi-Fi hotspot comes up here. Users is going to let you set up different users for the radio. So if there's more than one person driving this regularly, you can set up a profile so where you get in the car and you log in, and then it'll bring up your favorite radio stations instead of just the favorites that are saved in here. You do have the wireless phone charger there. Here you've got your USB and auxiliary for your Apple CarPlay and also to charge your device. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. One thing I get a lot of questions about is what is the L? Now in an older vehicle, L would have been low gear, but in this vehicle, it's actually a limited transmission mode. So you can see we can shift through all 6 gears in the transmission. And what this is going to do is this is going to limit how many gears the transmission is actually going to use. So if we're in L3, it will not shift up to 4th gear. Now we do have 2-zone air conditioner and heated seats in this particular vehicle with the automatic air, so you can just set the temperature, hit auto, and it's actually going to take care of the rest. I'll go ahead and turn that down just so I don't have to shout over it. You got your 4-way hazards right here in the middle. On the back of the steering wheel, you've got 4 buttons, and they're kind of hard to see. But the 2 on the right side are going to turn the volume for the radio up and down. The 2 on the left side will scroll through whatever radio stations you have set as your favorites. So you don't have to reach over to the stereo to change your radio at all. Now this particular vehicle also has our HomeLink integrated garage door opener. You get your buttons for OnStar here, and we do have an automatic dimming rearview mirror. So this little bubble here is actually a light sensor, and if it senses light coming in the back window, whether that be from a truck or another car that's sitting up about this height where the lights are going to come in the window, it's actually going to dim that mirror out for you, so you don't have to do anything. Right here below the gear selector, we've got our parking brake. So to activate that, you're going to pull it up just like an old school parking brake. To turn it off, you have to have your foot on the brake, push it down to the floor, and you can see we got a message there that our parking brake was released. Now all your Equinoxes in 2020 are push button start, so they all have this kind of keyless fob. Your LTs and above do have the remote start, the power lift gate release. Of course, all of them are going to have the alarm, the lock, and the unlock. And the great thing about this is you can actually leave this in your pocket or your pocketbook. When you walk up to that front driver door, just click the silver button. That'll unlock everything. Hop in, put your foot on the brake, and press the start button. The engine fires right up. We do have the automatic stop on this vehicle. I know a lot of people are not a fan of it, but it is just meant to help you conserve fuel, which is going to help you save money in the long run. Basically, it uses more gas to idle your engine for 90 seconds than it does to restart it. So you're going to see this become more and more commonplace. Your tach's on the left side of the dash. Up here in the center, we've got our fuel and our temperature, and then we've got our speed over all the way to the right on the dash cluster. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. So if we push the release, we can move it up and down. We can also pull it out towards us or push it in closer to the dashboard. And the idea is that we can make it comfortable for just about anybody to drive this vehicle. When you're done adjusting, you're just going to reach down here, grab this lever, and push it back up into the dash column. I hope you guys have found this video informative. If you're looking for more information on the Chevy Equinox, please don't hesitate to give me a call. My number is 706-609-5847. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down there so you don't miss any future videos. Have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow for the Thursday tip, and then we'll see you next week for another vehicle walk around.